Hello, and welcome to another episode of my Codex Entries Guide. My name is Slicka, and as always, let's get to it. This episode will feature Dromund Kaas. So to start out, let's focus on the locations on Dromund Kaas. There are quite a few of them. I believe 9 or 10 in total. You can get some of them pretty quickly as soon as you land on the planet, so let's watch. So the first location is the Wilds. This is actually a pretty easy one. All you have to do is go to the spaceport, click on the speeder to Kaas City, and as you're on your way, you will actually get the Codex entry. The next location is Kaas City. Literally, all you have to do is start to enter into the city. Where you find Minder 20, you will pretty much have the Codex. Every class has to come through here, so pretty simple. The next Codex entry is for the Citadel. When you take the speeder from the middle of Kaas City to either the Mandalorian Enclave, Imperial Intelligence, or the Sith Sanctum, you'll get it on your flight there. The next Codex entry is for the Mandalorian Enclave. All you have to do is head towards it. Basically, if you run past all three places, you're going to get the Codex entry for each one. Only bounty hunters would typically come here, so that's that. The next Codex entry is for the Sith Sanctum. As I said previously, all you gotta do is run in front of the Sith Sanctum and you will get the Codex entry. So, the Sith. And finally, for the last location Codex entry in Kaas City is Imperial Intelligence. Again, just run in front of it. You can see it on your map. You got the Codex. Especially the end of Chapter 1. Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 were... The next location Codex entry on Dromund Kaas is the Unfinished Colossus. Every class will have a story mission that'll take them to the Unfinished Colossus for the slave pens. When you cross the bridge is when you'll get your Codex entry. The next location Codex entry on Dromund Kaas is the Revenant Compound. You can find this one at -803-1141. Also just pretty much enter the camp where you would get quests and you'll get the Codex entry. The next location Codex entry on Dromund Kaas is Grathan Estate. You can find this one at -637-1592, or just enter the main building where quests such as the turrets and your main class quests going after Reverend's masks are located. The final location Codex entry on Dromund Kaas is the Dark Temple. You can find this one at -1763426. Or basically on your way to the Dark Temple. So for Datacrons on Dromund Kaas, all you gotta do is follow the Dromund Kaas Datacron location guide. I will link the video in the comments as well as provide the locations of each Datacron, but just basically follow that guide. For epic enemies on Dromund Kaas, all that means is the world boss, which means the first, which is the gigantic Yozusk. Which if you follow my world boss guide for Dromund Kaas, you will find out where he is. And all you gotta do is defeat him, and you get the achievement. Lore is an interesting category in Dromund Kaas. Originally going back to beta, there used to be 7 Codex entries. As of right now in game, only 4 of them exist. And I will list them all right here. Alright, if you start from the Cantina entrance, the next Codex is actually just down here where you do the bomb quest to get your first helmet. It's right here, it's the Monument to Lord Ergast. And there it is. Alright, for the Spires of Victory Codex, all you gotta do is starting from the travel point there in Kaas City, run up this hill, yes, and click on this plate, and you have your lore object. Alright, the next lore object is actually near the Revenant compound. When you land, follow the dotted path up and head north. There is the statue of Kressh. There is a droid known as H8, champion level. You must defeat to get this one. Can be slightly difficult for level 14-15 to solo. You might need a second person. Either that, get to level 25 or so and dominate it. And that gets you the Obliteration of Kressh. The final lore codex entry is given when you finish the Heroic 2 quest, Shadow Spawn, you get the Codex entry Sif Spawn. You can find this Heroic quest near the wall. There are 5 organization Codex entries on Dromund Kaas. Unfortunately, one has been bugged and I've been unable to find it. Rumor has it it returned when Shadow of Revan came out, but I have been unable to find the Revanite's Codex entry. If any of you find it, if it is true, let me know and I'll update this guide appropriately. The first organization Codex entry on Dromund Kaas is the Mandalorians. There is a banner to the right of the Bounty Hunter class quest instance in the Mandalorian Enclave. Click on it and you have your Mandalorians Codex entry. The next organization Codex entry is Rebellion Slaves. You can find this one at -84446. You get it when you complete the quest Lightning in a Bottle by turning it in to Sergeant Torkin. Next lore object on Dromund Kaas is in Grathan's compound. All you need to do is run through the compound. Take your first left. It's actually next to a tent. This is Grathan Forces, an organization. You can find Hadra Forces by clicking on a lore object at -510894. You can also find it next to the named mob Lord Einaf, which you can find in my Tyrant of Dromund Kaas achievement guide, if you'd like his location as well. When you finish the Revanite questline, the Master's Secret, and return to Sandor, no matter which choice you decide, you get the Revanite title. It is the only title on Dromund Kaas. So for persons of note, Codex entries on Dromund Kaas, there are none that are found within any of the arcs around Dromund Kaas. The only ones that are found are ones in class-specific story missions. So for example, Darth Jadis with the Imperial Agent, maybe Master Nomen Karr with the Sith Warrior. So I won't even really list those, because as long as you do your quests, you're going to get them with specified classes. So for the ship's Codex entries, you pretty much get every single one of them when you finish your last quest on Dromund Kaas for that class story. The Imperial Agent is still bugged as far as I know, so you cannot get the XB Phantom Codex entry. However, you can get the one for the Bounty Hunter as well as both Sith classes, as you'll see right now. Alright, so let's make the jump. As you guys know, picking up our ship. Alright. I'm ready to go steal myself my ship so I can get going. So for species Codex entries on Dromund Kaas, there are actually only 2 out of the 3. The Chevin and the Kubas. I'll show you where you can find them right now. When you turn the quest in Flashes in the Dark, which is at the Chevin campsite, to Captain Jilg, you will get your Kubas Codex entry. Alright, if you come to -469, -26 on Dromund Kaas, you will find the lore object for the Chevin. Just run up and click on it. And you have your Chevin Species Codex entry. If you come down to 784-120, you will find the Gundark Life Taker, which is just south of the spaceport. All you gotta do is kill it, and you got your Gundark Codex. As you can see. So if you come to 20727 and find the named Jurgoran Power, all you gotta do is kill him and you got your Jurgoran Bestiary Codex entry. As you can see right here. here's your Jurgoran Codex entry. To get the Sleen Codex entry, all you gotta do is download the Lethargic Sleen. Defeating a savage Vine Cat will actually give you the Vine Cat Codex. To get the Yozusk Codex entry, all you have to do is go to -208-1781. It is near the data crown with the yellow matrix shard. All you gotta do is defeat the Yozusk Plate Smasher, which can be quite difficult at a low level, as it has 30,000 health, so be prepared for one hell of a fight. So I hope this guide helps you for finding all the Codex entries on Dromund Kaas that are in game. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Keep supporting the official release. Keep checking back for more video updates. And good luck.